Hello everyone and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Abzan Control. So this deck supposedly have a lot of very high win rate, I should say, on arena stats, and I wanted to try it out because I really like control decks and I really like decks with a lot of answers. This deck technically have a lot of answers. You got enchantments, we got marches, we got farewells, you got artifacts. We have one farewell. If you have a lot of creatures, we have march, the black march. We got sunfalls and deadly cover-ups. You got combos. Your deck is control. We have outrageous robberies to steal from it. You have shieldred. We have go for its throat. We got all this kind of goodness. So the idea of this deck is that it has all the answers, and it doesn't tempo out, but it kind of control version of tempo out, where we can just slowly play our control cards until we get to the mid to late game, where we can start robbing them or start casting virtues, and we can always stabilize on the back of card draw using Up the Beanstalk. That's the idea of this deck, Abzan. Even though it's Abzan, the only green card is Up the Beanstalk, but we don't have that many green mana, so Up the Beanstalk is fine. And let's talk about the whole deck, shall we? We have in this deck 2 cut down, 4 march of 4 white march and 4 black march, and the idea is that we can basically remove anything we want with these marches. Or by removing, I mean paying the cost, right? Remove any card we want with, to pay the cost, and replenish that with Up the Beanstalk. So that's a pretty good idea on paper, but you do have to draw your Up the Beanstalk for this to work. Now in the 2 drop we got 4 go for the throw, 4 Up the Beanstalk, and 4 outrageous robberies. In the well, you know, obviously I've talked about what they are for. On the 3 drop we got 2 cards, 1 Realmbreaker, 1 Celestus. And then in the 5 drop, we skip 4 drop, we go all the way to 5 drop, we have 4 Sunfall and 4 Deadly Cover-Up. And in the 6 drop and 7 drop, we have 1 Farewell and 1 Virtue. You can see that this deck has a few 1-offs and a lot of 4-offs. That is my bet on making this deck more consistent. I'm not sure if it will do that, but that's what I think. Now, when it comes to the land base, we have 1 Eiganjo, 1 Playing, 1 Swamp, no Otherworldly because obviously we have no, you know, planeswalkers or creatures. We have 1 Boseiju in case we want to get rid of an enchantment or a non-basic land. We also have 1 forest. We have 4 Caves of Koilos, 1 shadowy backstreet, 4 Shattered Sanctum. We have 9, right? Count them. 9 black-white mana, and then 1 Llanowar Wastes, 4 Restless Cottage, 5 black-green, and then just 2 green-white in Razorverge Thicket. We have 1 Field of Ruin and 4 Mirrex. And the idea is that if our opponent's just very controlling and none of our cards really work, and they're full of counterspells, we're just going to Mirrex them slowly until we win. That is the whole idea of this deck. If you look at the land base, 26 lands, because we're a very controlled deck, very controlling style of control deck, and all the cards are just answers. We have no proactive play other than Up the Beanstalk and the Realmbreaker and Celestus. In mid or early to mid game, that's basically all we can play proactively. The rest are reactive cards to try to get rid of our opponent's cards, and if they don't do anything, we can just try to Mirrex them. That's at least the idea. I think this deck is okay. Well, let's go to the games. That's an opponent. Squattage. Yeah, 4 lands, 3 removals. Seems like a deck. I've somehow always gotten Restless Cottage in my opening hand, which is good. Until you can't play anything turn 1. Then it's bad. Still gonna do it. I'm gonna need all my lands to be untapped. Against red. But they're red and they didn't play anything turn 1, which is kind of weird. So if I played Plains, what can I do, right? I will have to exile something, probably the Sunfall, just to march. Not sure if that's worth it. Not sure what they're doing yet. They're definitely just roping. Alright, Boros. Yeah, typical Boros deck. Their brain is working on the Pentium 3 here. So now we have white, we have black, we can march, we can march. We have 5 lands. We will eventually be able to Deadly Cover-Up or Sunfall him. Steel Seraph. That's a surprise. What do I draw? Another Sunfall? We can pitch that to the march if we need to. Let's see if he plays anything. I'll take the damage. It's not the end of the world here. You want a life link? You gain that life. March. I guess we can put out the Eiganjo. The Boseiju is a little bit more useful than the Eiganjo. The Eiganjo only does 4 damage. Boseiju will take out any enchantments I need to. And the Steel Seraph is not going to end me by itself. Oh no, I can't counter it no more. Aurelia. Woohoo. Flying Vigilance Haste. Whenever a player attacks with 3 or more creatures, they get to draw a card. Alright, so that's going to be 7 damage my way. I'll go down 10. I can stop that by killing the Aurelia, but then I will be really far behind if I do that. Right, this costs 5. I can march the Aurelia for 5, but then I'll lose a Sunfall for that. This seems to be an aggro deck, so pretty scary. Go to my turn. We'll play the Boseiju and we'll Sunfall it. If they're all hasters, I'm gonna be in trouble. Vindicator. That thing's got ward. Well, let's play this tap land first. It's got ward. I can go for a throw it, so it won't be as bad. Flying Lifelink Ward. Does it do anything when it attacks? When it turns face up? Okay, it doesn't do anything when it attacks. So you have protection spells. Another Vindicator? Yeah, vindicating. This gives me a little bit of life, right? So, -3, -3. And then I also pay 2 to pay the ward. I gain the life, and I still have March up. And then eventually I'll be able to Virtue him. How many Vindicators does he have? At least 3. My turn. Okay, I have 7 lands, but I can't afford to play anything right now. I might have to march his Vindicator on his turn. This costs 3 for 2 damage. Aurelia, okay. So this is where it gets a little bit scary, right? I might want to kill the Aurelia instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6. I'm at 18. I wonder how many how many Aurelia he has. I got rid of 3 Vindicators already. So let's cover this up. Well, Sunfall, March. Yeah, let's see how many Aurelias you have in your deck. Is it a 4-off? Oh wow, that's a lot of Lightning Strikes. It is a 4-off. So yeah, Lightning Strike, Lightning Strike, Lightning Helix, huh? Let's see if we can easily top deck a creature. That's not a creature. You want to shoot off your Lightning Strikes? I'm going to make this 2/2 work for me. You can Lightning Strike it, but that's not to my face. Alright, there's Stick. I wonder what card you have in your hand. You like the Yorgo? It's your Yorgo. Rage quit time. Of course. Of course our opponent would rage quit. I don't understand why you would rage quit like that. We can just kind of concede the game. It's just 2 clicks. One here, one here. It takes 10 seconds. But no, let's just wait it out. Oh, came back. Okay. There you go. That's the good rage quit. Not fast enough for the good game. Oh well. Alright, and next opponent is Ezid. I hope he's easy. Pretty sure that's the whole joke he made. Arena said no. Too easy. Draw. No cards for you. Cute kitty. Are we playing game? Arena? Hello? I can concede. Hello? There we go. Removal? Deadly cover up. 2 dead cards. I do have black mana, so I might be able to rob him slowly. I'm gonna keep, but it is not a very good card to keep. I don't even get to choose keep. Opponent goes first. Do I have to wait for him to choose before I choose? I'll say hi. This is scary because I think our opponent is gonna crack the server. Oh, look at that. Monetary Sphere. Alright. Looks like robbing him. Typical arena shenanigans. Robbing him is out of this, out of the purview. Play with fire. Keep to the top. Attack for 2. I'm down to 15 already. And I got 1 land in play. You know, I have a lot of removal in this deck. It's not just robberies. In fact, those are all the robberies. Is that the card you kept to top? That cannot be the card you kept to top. I could deal damage to myself. More throats. More Kumano. He has no creatures. I'm gonna steal a card from him. Just to deal 2 damage to myself. And get a mountain. I'm freaking tastic. I'm gonna hurt myself so much more than he can hurt me. He has no idea. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Alright. Can pay. So. He has buffs or something? That taps my white. Yeah, thanks. Down to 8. Our mana base has been dealing more damage to ourselves than our opponent has. If I cut down, I can't even steal cards from him. Which, I mean, why not, right? Charming Scoundrel. Wicked Road on the Scoundrel. Kill it before it does damage to us. We're at 5. Thanks to the ingenious plays of our opponent. We can steal cards from him, but why would that matter? You got a monster throw? No. Watch as I make myself down to 1. That's the 4th robbery, by the way. Wait, I can't pay 3. We draw our 4th robbery before we draw a land that doesn't deal damage to us. Witchstalker Frenzy. Now we can no longer play anything because it would just kill us. So That'd be kind of fun. Tap my 1 red mana for this. Sure, why not? You know, there's a stick, which means he has an instant speed. So is it just a frenzy? No, I need. If he has 1 attacker, I can block it, right? If he has 2 attackers, I can block 1. And maybe I'll draw a land sometime. Can I get a march? That is not a march. Do I want this land though? I mean, I guess. I can up the beanstalk kill myself. Alright, that kills me. Fun. Our next opponent, Kikudijira. It's a long name. Says the guy that has 14 letters. Alright. Cottage again. Thicket. Mirrex. We have a beanstalk and 3 removals. I think that's a keep. But is our opponent aggro? Or is our opponent going to answer our beanstalk as soon as it comes in? Either way, our opponent's going first. I've not gone first once today. Or in the last 2 days, I don't think. Have I? Have I gone first in any games? Hello, opponent. You're playing red? You don't say. The cottage is kind of slow, right? Let's filter our top deck. Go for the throws, okay. I have a march that I want to hold on to for a little bit longer. That beanstalk will never come in. This is going to take 1,000 years. Felden. An even better card. Squee. Well, gotta kill the squee. And the question is, do I march? I can't march the squee. Gonna go even lower. Alright, I think right now is the time to get the cottage down. Because I have go for the throw up. And I don't want to march either the chick or the Feldon enough for this to matter. Let's test whether or not this deck can actually hold its own, because the only life gain is March. Charming Scoundrel. Yeah, you draw a card. Scar plays with fire. That's a gutsy move. Probably gotta play with fire. Not play with fire. The rage, right? He's not playing the rage. I mean, I would play it. Alright, I guess time for Shatter some Sanctums. So I draw a card, and then I will be able to have March for 1. Does he have enough? Ooh boy. Now let's go. We're still at 11, which is healthy enough, more than double the life. More than half our... Okay, never mind. Nothing matters. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Really? He's got nothing? That makes me happy. Here's a Mirrex. Now every one of our March gains life. So good luck. I think he wants to bring back Squee, right? He needs 2 more mana in the graveyard to bring back Squee. think it's time to fire off a March. March for 4 is 4 life. That takes us to 13. That's our only life gain, but it gets us out of range from a lot of things, which might be important. No buffs. Do we march anything if there's no buffs? Or do we just take 2? No. Take 4. We'll draw a card this way, and he'll get some. Oh, okay. That's real good. He can buff the Charming Scoundrel. He doesn't. You can play something else. He also doesn't. Now we can cut down and also march for 4. Very important. He has 3 cards still because I exiled it. Right? Exiled the chick. Can he protect it for 5? I wonder. What's he holding up? There's something stick. There's probably like Lightning Strike or something. That's a lot of cut downs. Real good against this deck. And now we have turned the corner. Tap green. Tap the Mirrex. Up them beanstalks. That's where it's at. Alright, good luck with trying to fight this board. How many cards? 4? I think he just wants to play a squee and think that might get him the game, but it's not. 42 cards. I got a lot of turns before I deck out. Against mono red. 2 mono, ouch. One, 2, 3, 4. I can make a Mirrex token. Play with fire, my Mirrex token. Okay, that was your whole hand. You sure you wanted to do that? Let's see. I will still have go for the throat or I have a march, so should be fine. Attack, exile your squee. What was your game plan here? Alright, I'll play a Thicket because it's tapped. We'll end turn. You top deck a good card? Eh? In the face of all this? No. Mono red falls to the me gaining a lot of life plan. Alright. Now I just don't want to play anything. Let them slowly kill themselves. I never exiled my robbery, that was the other game. We'll cut this down. Let's see if he has a buff. If he doesn't have a buff, then we'll play a Mirrex token. Maybe he has a play with fire. Again, on my Mirrex. That would have been so smart, right? Just fire off your damage against their infinite 1/1 creature. I guess we keep going. Our opponent's still in the game, which is valiant? Is that the word? No, that's not the word. Dumb, that's the word. Oh look, you got a Witchstalker Frenzy on my 1/1. Big one. I think I can triple Mirrex him. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, 2 more lands. Shock. Sure. You know there's more. Why are you in the game? Just quit already. I could have attacked him with the cottage too. I forgot about that. Whoopsie. I mean, with the cottage attack, we'll probably kill him faster than the Mirrex. Will it? Yeah, there you go. Get out of here, you. Mono red. How do you go up to 10 lands and still call yourself a mono red deck? Okay, our next opponent is Haven. Gonna give me that good Haven goodness. I don't even know what I'm saying, but 1 go for the throw. 2 Sunfall with no white lands. Yes, let's keep. Blossoming Sand. I wonder what deck this is. Could it be enchantments? Green white. But didn't play anything turn. Oh, no, it's enchantments. Alright, teachings. Sure, we got 2 Mirrex, which is not very good. I can never use 2 Mirrex to Sunfall because one of them is going to come into play the turn before and is not going to give me the mana I need. Alright, Shattered Sanctum is good. Now we have enough mana for Sunfall forever. So we just had to survive to turn 5. With 1 go for the throw, and we're already on 2 lands. Our opponent's playing a little bit slower. We might be able to survive. Michiko is annoying, but it's not that much damage right now. It's a little bit early for Michiko, to be honest. And we'll shatter them. Let's let them get shattered. We even have March, so that's 2 removal in 1. Let's see if they have another Michiko or something. Alright, anything else going on? I want to keep the March because they can target an enchantment if I need to. Commune, yeah. Alright, Naturalist. Plays the Naturalist. Why? Taps my Shattered Sanctum and don't have a March. That's just typical shuffler shenanigans. I don't think they're getting haste, right? Exile this Saga and bring it back. Yeah, they don't have haste. I forgot which one has haste. I think it's Suspend. That as soon as Suspend creature comes in, they gain haste. But I could be wrong. Alright, another March. I could March this right now. I think that might be warranted. But I want them to go wide, right? So, you know, that's fine. I got a black mana, or I got a white mana and a black mana for either March if I need to. Or I can just hold it up, let them do what they want. I can even draw a card. Like, oh, Junkai Naturalist. Alright. Going very wide. Borrowed Time. That's fine. We're gonna borrow my Beanstalk? Yeah, sure. Very scary. What are you exiling? Your own cards? Take 4. I can March this for 3, right? Right now I draw a card anyways. That's warranted. Let's do that right now. So I'm at 0. Let me get back my Up the Beanstalk, please. I'd like to draw a card. Thank you. Oh look, I'm gonna show them the card I just drew. Or nah, that does damage to myself. Let's not do that. Let's do this. Just draw me a card. And look at your beautiful board. It's all gone. What happened to it? Enchantments. Only thing they do is capitalize on opponent's bad draws. So I didn't get bad draws. They're gonna get punished. Yes, play your ossification. That's very why. What? Alright, I don't think he can attack me with anything. He draws a card, right? So I can attack him with this 4/4. Might as well start. Might as well start. No longer trying. He's gonna get the dog back. Draws a card. Yeah. Look at that reload. Gets a free card. So good with the restoration of Eiganjo. Another naturalist is not what I want to see, but I can get rid of that. And then restore some more. Well, he gets nothing back this way, so you can have it. Ooh, a Boseiju is real good because I can kill one of those if I want to. Alright, let's play the Cave. I have some instant speed interaction, so I don't need to do anything right now. Let's just pass. No attacks. Pass turn. Do your worst. The thing about the enchantment deck is that all their creatures are enchantments, and the Boseiju will get any other creatures too. Good luck. Generous visitor. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I can steal 5 cards from him. And then they'll quit. They'll probably quit right now. I draw a card. Alright, let's play a land. Do I play my land or do I play his lands? No, let's play my land. My hand's getting kind of big. Alright, and then we will attack. I have 7 mana last turn, so I have 8 mana this turn. I can cover up into a wedding announcement. Let's see if he wants to block. Probably doesn't want to block, right? That'd be kind of dumb to block. What can I cover up? They already played 3 naturalists, and no, I'm gonna cover up the dog, maybe? Or I can just Sunfall and see what he gets. Because I don't want to cover up any of these cards. So yeah, I'll just Sunfall. Will it tap all of my white? No. Okay. Look at your white board, it's all gone. It's okay, I have this. And then they quit. GG. Enchantments, get out. Alright, welcome back everyone. So let's talk about the games, shall we? This deck is okay. Alright, this deck is, I think it's fine. It beats a lot of the aggressive shells if we draw correctly. There's a few games that I cut where I was just mana screw for, you know, I don't know how many games in a row that was just go second, aggro, draw 3 lands, and only have 6-7 drops. This deck, I thought it was going to be consistent, and the problem with consistency is that sometimes Shuffler consistently give you the bad draws, and you know, you do get the answers eventually if you can last that long, but a lot of times you can't if you're going second, and you know, your marches, I try to use the marches to leverage them to the best of the ability. The problem with leveraging the march without Up the Beanstalk is that you run the cards real fast, right? And yeah, this is a deck that really is honed in on the mulligans. You have to try the mulligan to get up the Beanstalk well enough with the combo. And then also, this deck I think works a lot better in best of 3s because answers are harder to answer in best of 3s. You know, aggros or tempo or even combo decks are easier to answer in best of 3s because they can just tech for what is good against those decks. Now, the games that you see here against Mono Red, I think that's the best kind of version that I can show you in terms of how to lose to Mono Red and how to win against Mono Red. And to win against Mono Red, you just need the March to gain life. And that's where you have to be very careful with how much life you gain, right? You don't want to fire your March on early turns just to kill the creature and gain 1 or 2 life, even though it might look like that creature will deal more than the damage you gain in the later stages. The problem with that is your March is your sort of big swing, right? When they're getting their tempo onto your life points, you swing that tempo back by gaining the life so that they get a little bit flustered, they go wider onto the board, and then you'll you know, board wipe them. That's kind of the idea of why March is good. Whereas in the March of Otherworldly Light, it's the different kind of choices for what you have to exile. So on your opponent's side this time, and this time with the White March, you really want to try to target things that you normally cannot target with the Black March with your black removal cards, or things that have graveyard synergy, like Squee, like a Phoenix Chick. That's where the March of Otherworldly Light will shine because Once you march it once, it's forever gone. Right? That's really all I got for this deck. It's a pretty good deck. Okay, to be fair, the arena stats has an overinflated stat for this deck than what it can actually get, because I believe in the later stages in the Mythic, all you're gonna face is Boros, and this deck works very well against Boros. If you draw right? If you just draw robberies, that's not gonna work. So yeah, this deck works very well against those super aggressive aggro decks that do not have interaction, and if you can gain life, then they're just, you know, out of the game. But it doesn't do very well against sort of your standard shell control decks as easily, and it doesn't do well on all the bad draws. So, you know, there's two things it doesn't do well against, and one thing it does do well against. Chances are it's not going to have a very high win rate in the lower ranks until, you know, in the upper ranks in Mythics and all you face is Boros and Mono Red, then this deck will get its time to shine. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.